Alright, I know it's been a while since I did anything here, since I last streamed. Sorry about that. Okay. Once again, another 7-star Tera raid to do. There was a mystery gift that I had to claim since the last time, because it was only available for like 3 days. Boo? What do you mean, boo? Okay, let's see. Where is it? Why is there a fly in my room? There it is. Yo, this fly is right in front of my screen. Alright, so a lot's happened since the last time I played anything here, so I got a couple of stories to tell you guys. Well, let me just... I guess I may as well just get this out the way. Some sad and unfortunate news. So this morning, my sister took our dog to the vet. Little side note, she's been gone for over a week because she went on a trip to Cuba. Well, she got back, brought our dog to the vet. And, well, his condition, well, let's just say he's going to need a surgery for his leg. But before that, we need to help him do a dental surgery. Maybe need to remove 2 teeth in the back. That alone's going to cost like $2,000. And then the surgery for his leg is going to cost like $5,000. And I didn't even mention yet that the vet checkup today, vaccines, rabies shots, was $800. So, oof, expensive. Life. So anyways, today we're going to be using this great tusk here. Now, this isn't mine. I got this from Blaine's giveaways because, frankly, I couldn't be bothered to prepare one myself. So there's the stats. I don't know if those are good or not. Someone let me know. This fly is really in the way. Alright, we're primarily going to be using... Oh my god, this bug. We're primarily going to be using Bulk Up and Earthquake. I do need to give it the usual... Get out of here, little fly. The usual Shell Bell. Where's my Shell Bell at? Wait, who has my Shell Bell? I didn't trade it away, did I? Pog Shell is actually useful? It is. Now, do you guys remember a little while ago when, I think it was for Primarina, I won, I caught it, but then the game crashed, so I lost it, and then I had to do it again? Remember when that happened? Well, the same thing happened to me earlier today, doing this Emboar on my other game. I won, I was past the catch screen, but then my game froze. It was stuck on the screen. And because I didn't save after catching it, because I couldn't, because the game technically froze, I had no choice but to restart the game, which meant I lost the Emboar. So I had to do it all over again. And let me tell you, today I really didn't want to do this. I really don't want to do this. Because I am 17 days in on hunting for Regidrago, and no luck. Time spent doing this could have been time spent shiny hunting and possibly getting the shiny. Okay, Groudon is not a good idea because of drought. Sunny Day is good for my ability, but then it's also bad because Emboar's attacks go up. I won this earlier because someone else used Rain Dance, and Rain Dance is extremely helpful. Actually, the first time I won this was solo because everyone online sucks. when I won for the first time, it was very clutch. The timer was just about done. I caught it, and then the game froze, so I had to redo it. So that's the first thing out the way, is that my dog is going to need to get a surgery, and I mean soon, too. We're first going to have to do the dental, because there's a concern with if we don't do his dental first, and the bacteria might spread, and it might make his leg surgery even worse, like the aftermath. So we should probably do that first. One big concern is, like, how does it line up with my sister's wedding? Because my sister wants our dogs at her wedding, but she does not want them to be shaved for the pictures. And you know, when a dog does surgery for whatever reason, the area that the operation's being performed on, the fur has to go so that the vet actually can work. So the fur has to be shaved. God damn it. You see what I mean by sunny days not great for this? So, when my dog gets his leg surgery done, he will need his entire chicken leg completely shaved in order for the doctor to operate. Now, timeline-wise, it seems like it's going to happen right after my sister's wedding, so, you know, the shaved leg being in the pictures won't be a concern. But I tell you, man, like, 5,000 for a surgery is like, that's no chump change right there. You know, Canada has free healthcare, but not for this, not for pets. You could look at it the way that I'm looking at it, like it's balancing out all my years of free healthcare. All the money I saved from free healthcare is now being spent towards my dog, so it's like, yeah, that's how I'm looking at it. It's balancing out. Well, that's the first thing out the way. What else happened recently? So, let me tell you guys a quick story about something that happened to me at work. If you watch my Mario Kart video, then I had already told the story. But I didn't tell it here, so I'm gonna tell it again, if you did hear it before. So, right now, it's June. It's basically mid-June. The middle of June right now. And, you know, June is basically considered like damn near summer. If not the end of spring, then early summer. A couple days ago, it was cold. Like, very cold. Cold enough to the point where I had to pull out my jackets again. And, you know, not my winter jackets, not my Canada Goose. Or how my mom says it, Canada Skoo. She puts the S on the wrong place. She pronounces it Canada Skoo. But that's besides the point. So a couple days ago, it was extremely cold in the morning, so I had to pull out my jacket to use to go to work. Well, there goes the time. It was cold to the point I had to get my jacket to wear to work, and because I'm a lazy shit, my jacket has just been sitting on the couch next to the front door for months now. Because I've just been too lazy to put it away. So I grabbed my jacket, I put it on, and I head to work. Now, it wasn't until after work. After work, I was closing the store, turning off the lights, getting ready to leave. I grabbed my jacket. Now, imagine the horror I felt to discover there was a house centipede on my jacket. And it was still there. Now, let me tell you something. Work doesn't have those. Work doesn't have house centipedes. Home does. Which meant it came from home. Which meant it was on my jacket. Okay, you know what? If people are tapping out for the Gastrodon, I think that Gastrodon may not be a good idea. Unless it has Rain Dance. Okay, people are really not feeling that Gastrodon. So I think I'm gonna just do us all a favor. So anyways, work doesn't have centipedes. Home does. Which meant it came from home. Which meant it was on my jacket. On me. In the morning when I went to work. Imagine the horror I felt learning this. Piecing together how this happened. Like, what happened? The horror I felt knowing that on my way to work there was a centipede somewhere on me, and that it stayed on my jacket the whole day at work. It stayed there the whole day, and then it wasn't until closing time that I went to grab my jacket and I noticed it. Now, thankfully, my dad was with me, so I'm like, Dad, please come and take care of this. Because I am absolutely terrified of them. I didn't have my bug jar to, you know, trap it into and release it out there. Release it back outside. So, unfortunately, it was going to die. You know, my friend sent me this video a little while ago, and it was basically saying, like, house spiders will not survive if you try to do the nice thing and release it outside, because it's like, I don't know, grown domestic or whatever. It's used to living inside, so when you release it outside, it'll still die. Matter of fact, it'll die worse. It'll be even worse for the spider. It'll die a slow, horrible death rather than just a quick, instant one inside by you killing it. First of all, I'm just like, yeah, nah, I'ma still do that. I'ma still bring them outside. If I don't call someone to kill them right away, I'ma still bring them outside. And aside from that, the video was depicting, like, what you should do is bring it, try to catch it and bring it to another part of the inside of your house where, you know, it's not gonna be a bother. In the video, the dude narrating was also like, you got me fucked up if I'm gonna bring all the house spiders I find into my garage, and then, you know, I see like a landmine of spiders in my garage every time I go into it. You got me fucked up if I'm gonna bring my spider in my house to another part of my house. You are insane if you're thinking I'm doing that. Well, another little bit of unfortunate news that happened. So, the dog that played Dog on The Walking Dead, his name was Seven, has sadly passed. So, rest in peace to Seven out there. Man, that's just sad to know. The dog who played Dog on The Walking Dead is gone. It's just sad to know. Well, also earlier today, I got some stuff in the mail. Here, listen to this. I'll pull out the pictures, the screenshots, that I sent to my friends. So I was bored. If this wasn't yesterday, then the day before. I already got it shipped to me today, so it was like really fast shipping. Okay, so I was bored the other day, and I was just browsing. Nope, I see the date on the picture. It was 2 days ago. Garchomp was another really good build for this. So 2 days ago, I was bored. I was looking up like stuff to buy online, so I was looking up what amiibos I could buy. And then I saw there was a sale on a particular website that I will not disclose. You know, my secret website to get my fix of amiibos. So there was a sale going on. And remember, I guess you could say dream, my goal for my amiibo collection is to one day get 2 of everything. 1 opened and 1 sealed. And I've been eyeing this particular amiibos set that they had for quite a while. Occasionally they go on sale, but every time I'm just like too lazy to buy it. But this time I finally did it. I finally bought it. So what they had was the Metroid Dread 2-pack amiibo. Now that's the one I needed a second one of. They also had a Kazuya and a Sora amiibo. So I bought all 3. And let me tell you, I accidentally bought a 3rd Kazuya and Sora because I already had 2 of those. 1 opened and 1 sealed. So now I have a 3rd Kazuya and Sora amiibo that I don't need. Oops. And of course I get a crit there. I've actually been meaning to go and, you know, mark down every amiibo I have and, you know, how many I have. Do I only have 1 or do I have 2? I've been meaning to go and, like, write all that down, but yeah, I just keep on forgetting to, and also I'm too lazy to. And because of that, well, I now accidentally bought a 3rd Kazuya and Sora. Oh well, I guess they're good to resell one day. Or if the box get damaged on the initial one, well, there you go. I do have 1 in a box where the box is damaged. I don't know how it happened. The Zelda and Loftwing amiibo I have that's in the box, yeah, the box is completely destroyed. And I already have 1 open, so one day I need to buy another one that's still in the box. Anyway, that's besides the point. So I bought the Metroid Dread 2-pack amiibo along with the Kazuya and Sora. And these are Canadian prices. So the initial price for the Metroid Dread 2-pack was $39.99. But the sale was save $20, $19.99. I'm just like, hell yeah, I'm gonna buy that. Ooh, the other ones are discounted too? Instead of $21.99 for Kazuya and Sora each, they're now $14.99, so save $7. So all 3 of them together combined was a total of $49.97. But shipping was $6.99, so my total came out to $56.96. But the thing is, there was a prompt in the corner of the screen that said, you are 3 cents away from free standard shipping. So I sent those screenshots to my friends, like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm 3 cents away from free shipping. 3 cents! So what I did was I just browsed for like the cheapest option I could find. Eventually I found this item called Vital 5.7 centimeter alligator clips 10-pack. And this sold for 96 cents. So I just added this random shit to my cart just to get that 3 cents to get free shipping. With it, I only paid $50.93 versus $56.96 with the shipping price. So I spent an additional 96 cents to save basically $6. They still got the $6 out of me regardless afterwards because tax ended up being like $6, but that's besides the point. They would have got that from me anyways. But still, like, I saved $6 by spending an extra, essentially $1. 3 cents. I was 3 cents away from free shipping. So I added something that was 96 cents. And now, what am I gonna do with that? I don't know. I don't need it. My friend asked me, like, what are you gonna do with those alligator clips? I'm like, save $6. That's what I'm gonna do with them. So that's what happened. I bought that stuff. I saved $6 and, well, in reality, all I really needed was the Metroid Dread 2 pack, because I didn't realize I already had 2 Kazuya and Sora amiibos. So now I have a third one of them, for no reason. Oh well. Let me tell you, the Emmy amiibo is huge. It is big. You guys notice that they've done certain amiibos that are just way too big for the stand at the bottom, the disc stand at the bottom, but they still make it work? Kind of like Emmy, kind of like Tears of the Kingdom Ganondorf, kind of like... who else did they do it for? I think they did it for, like... ooh, who did they do it for? Because I know characters like Ridley and Ice Climbers have the additional little extra stuff, as well as Joker. Like, who else did they add extra stuff just to get the damn character to fit on the stand? Ooh, Como was also decent, too. I don't know how well Clodsire is going to be. Zekrom? I don't know. I haven't seen Zekrom used against Emboar yet. Alright, let me talk about this next topic I have. Because this one is a lengthier one, I would say. I can't tell if that person... okay, we'll see. If a Clodsire gets sent out, then that person was ready, and it was just this game being perfectly coded again. You know, I went to bed last night with a headache. Last night I felt a headache forming, and then I did indeed have a headache at night, so I went to bed with it, hoping that, you know, a good night's sleep would get rid of it. I woke up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, and my head was in so much pain. I had such a bad headache, waking up just to use the bathroom, just to go pee in the middle of the night. I woke up to take a piss, and my head was throbbing. Okay, I see Como also used breaking swipes. That's good. Lower its attack. You know, earlier today when I fought Emboar with Rain Dance setup, it flat out didn't even use Flare Blitz. It used... what did it use? I don't think this one has Arm Thrust. It has some sort of like physical, I think like fighting... Hammer Arm, that's it, Hammer Arm. It used Hammer Arm. I think it has Hammer Arm. No, not Hammer Arm, Drain Punch. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Anyways, so let me talk about this. A couple days ago, my friends, they wanted to grab dinner And then they wanted to chill once again. Ugh. So, the Vietnamese place that we wanted to go to, well, they were closed for the day. So it's like, damn, we have to find a different place. So then we went to this sushi place that's like right outside my house. So we went, we ate, and then we came back to my place to chill. And then, as per tradition, like whenever this stuff happens, we watched a movie. The movie in question that we watched was Anyone But You. I spat so much just now. We watched the movie Anyone But You. It came out last year. And we primarily watched it for Sydney Sweeney. So I'm gonna jump in and I'm gonna talk about this film real quick. So, you know, beforehand, I had actually seen some clips about this film. Some clips from this film, and I had no idea what movie they were from. Now that I watched it, as I was watching, I'm like, oh, it's from this film. Okay. The clips in particular I'm talking about that I saw beforehand was Glenn Powell's character of Ben and Sydney Sweeney's character of B at the coffee shop. You know, she needs to use the bathroom, and then it's like, you can only use the bathroom when you purchase something. And then, you know, he helps her out. He helps a, you know, beautiful lady out. He's like, oh, yeah, hey, honey, you want me to order your coffee for you while, you know, you need to use the bathroom? It's like, bathroom is purchase only, yes? So please give my lovely wife here the key. So, something like that. And then it's like, you know, W. Riz, Glenn Powell, his character Ben, good-looking, tall, handsome, muscular guy in a suit, being nice. It's like W. Riz right there. Anyways. Man, the scene with Sydney Sweeney in the bathroom, now that sentence sounds weird coming out, but hear me out. The scene when she was in the bathroom and then her pants got all wet because the sink sprayed water all over her. So she didn't want to go out in front of a handsome guy looking like she just peed her pants. So then she tried to dry her pants, dry her crotch with the hand dryer on the wall. I'm just like, I've seen this before. This exact scene happened in 16. You guys remember that cartoon? That Canadian cartoon? Exactly that happened. Caitlin's skirt got wet, she tried to dry it, only this time the hand dryer didn't fall off the wall. But anyways, they hook up. They didn't even end up smashing. You know, it wasn't even considered a one-night stand. What they said was they stayed up talking to the point they fell asleep. So then, when they woke up in the morning, she got up and she left. So then Ben got hurt by it. So, oh my god, so much to explain. His friend came over, was like, and then Ben was saying some shit about her because he was hurt that she got up and left. But she actually came back and heard that. And then they didn't meet again for 6 months. There's a 6-month time jump where they met again under circumstances. Yada yada yada. Friend's sister is marrying, and so they both have to be there. Another thing I didn't mention yet is that, yes, this film is indeed woke. A little bit. A little bit. It's not in your face, but it was a little bit woke. Anyways, we won. Hey, we won. Where's my option to throw my Pokeball? Please don't let the game crash again. I swear to God, I almost thought the game broke again. So yes, the film was a teensy bit woke. But hey, at least... Nah, you know what? That's not a good thing to say. I'm not gonna say that. No, you know what? I will say it. Just because you've done this to yourself, Hollywood. You have done this to yourself. You guys notice how, with all this woke garbage Hollywood has been putting out, they always make their lead characters a person of color, and they make it so in your face? Well, at least... Well, there's also... There's also the cases where they make their leads not good looking. Now, that's no disrespect, but, like, you know, it's Hollywood. You just know if you're good looking, you will sell. The movie will make money. So you did this to yourself, Hollywood, for making me say this. At least the leads were attractive white people. There, you happy? I said it. Wait, save the game before anything else happens. Before anything breaks again. You happy, Hollywood? You got me to say that. No, not button mapping. What am I doing? So they attend the wedding trip or whatever in Sydney, Australia. I don't know. It's just like casually name dropping your own name in conversation. It's always kind of seemed weird to me. Now, my name doesn't really have that effect, unless we're talking about beef. Hilarious, I know. Someone's name like, I don't know, Mark. Mark as a name comes to mind. It's like, hey Mark, how are your marks? How are your marks in school? Oh, my marks? It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, some people's names just casually come up in conversation. It's like, you know, if someone's name was May, and then you could say like, well, I may or may not have done that. It's like, you know what I mean? When your name comes up casually in conversation. So for Sydney Sweeney to just say her name casually by saying Sydney, Australia, it's like, wonder how she felt about that. Because for me, it's like, yeah. Whenever I order a burger, and it's like, I'll take the Angus beef, please. It's like, can I get your name? Yeah, it's Angus. It's like, I'm sorry, sir, what'd you say? It's like, that always felt weird to me. Anyways. Blah, blah, blah. They cause a whole bunch of chaos because their bitter hatred towards each other is kind of ruining the wedding lead-up or whatever. Matter of fact, everyone has this vendetta, this scheme to get the two together, and they are very cringe at the way they approach it. You also have Ben's ex, where you flat out see some very nice titties for her introduction into the film. She's with this new man, this Chris Hemsworth looking guy. It wasn't Chris Hemsworth, but he was very booty naked in the film. We didn't see anything, thankfully. There was one scene with the new boyfriend who is... Part of me doesn't even think he realizes he's in the relationship, to be honest, but whatever. There was this one scene with him where he's just, like, showering in public. He just takes his swim trunks off and then just flings it around, so you got all this, like, meat juice flying into Ben's face. Just showers, it just like scrubs everything. You know, you don't see below the torso, but it is very implied that he scrubbed between the cheeks and then he touched his face. No soap. If you guys didn't see the film, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Damn, I wish I was that confident, being, you know, booty naked. But it's like, well, in order for that to happen, I would need to be buff, good looking, taller. So yeah, not ever happening. I also gotta say though, a big W to the costume designers for the film, because they knew exactly what they were doing when they were, you know, when they were giving Sydney Sweeney her wardrobe. So there was this one scene where, okay, so the two main characters, B and Ben, they were just like, man, everyone is so goddamn annoying trying to set us up together. Let's just get them off their backs. What? Get them off our backs by pretending to be together so they would all leave us alone. So, you know, the typical trope, let's pretend to be together, and then you know eventually that means they'll actually get together. But whatever. So they pretend to be together, and they extremely oversell it to try to convince everyone. So there they are, pretending to be together. They were out on a hike. Everyone gets distracted by a koala, while these two were trying to really sell it. And this is one scene where Glenn Powell is, goddamn, such a lucky actor, such a lucky man. Because, to really sell to everyone that they were really together, he, with permission, slides his hand down her pants and just, you know, grabs her cheeks and everything. Me and my friends were joking, like, how many times did Glenn Powell, quote-unquote, mess up and had to redo the shot, redo the take? It's like, oh, I'm sorry, Sydney, I didn't do that right. Let me grab your ass one more time. We were joking, like, how many times did he, quote-unquote, mess up the take and had to redo it? And it wasn't quick, too. It was very, I don't want to say explicit, but it was, you know, he really, really went in there, really showed, you know, he really enjoyed feeling, let's say that. Like, you know, cheek next to cheek, really grabbed, oh my god. But, you know, they had to be fair, had to be even. So then she slid her hands down his pants and did the same thing to him. And at that point, I was like, nope, no, thank you. First of all, that's not something appealing for me to see. And I was under the impression that most guys just don't like their butts feeling, being felt. At least I don't. I don't like having my booty grabbed. So I was under the impression that most guys out there just don't like having their butts felt. But my friend next to me, he was telling me, like, what are you mm-ing about? What are you, like, knowing about? It's like, don't you know that chicks out there like the same things that us guys do? I'm just like, what? So my friend next to me was saying, like, chicks out there also like men butts, also like guy booties, and also like man chests. And I'm just thinking, like, do girls really like guy butts out there? Is that a thing? Do girls out there actually like guy butts? Now, the chest portion I can understand. If you watch the film, you know, Glenn Powell is absolutely jacked. He has abs, he has huge biceps. And I feel like that's what most women out there would prefer when they like a guy's chest. They would like firm, muscular, ripped pecs. You know, not flabby, fat, greasy man tits like mine. So if chicks out there actually do like a guy's chest, I imagine it would have to be completely firm and muscular, not flabby and fat like mine. But anyways, that aside. So, Sydney Sweeney has her hand down Glenn Powell's butt. And this is another scene that, the only other scene that I saw behind the scenes of, which I didn't know it was this film until it happened. So, somehow she pulls out an enormous spider out from between his cheeks. And the behind the scenes I saw was that that spider actually bit her. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I would do the same thing. He panics and takes off all his clothes, completely bearing it all. He takes off everything and is like, please check me, check everything, make sure there's not another one on me, and then he bends over, spreads, and she's like, ooh, maybe there is something. Oh no, that's just your ball sack. I swear, if you haven't seen the movie, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Well, he kind of took off all his clothes and he threw it over the cliff edge. So now he has nothing, so she ends up having to give him her shorts. It was absolutely ridiculous. And then there's this yacht sequence where they go on a yacht. Oh my god, you know what else? Oh, there was another thing that was, like, not gonna lie, kinda unnecessary to include in this film. But they did. So B has an ex-boyfriend that her parents keep on trying to set her back up with. And holy shit, I feel so bad for him, because that is such an awkward position to be in. Okay, what happened was, B's parents invited her ex to the wedding to try to get them back together. And they're under the impression that she is with Ben. They're pretending to get them all off their back, but you know, they're under the impression that they're actually together. So holy shit, that is so awkward. Her parents also flew him across the world to attend the wedding, according to her. So imagine this. The parents of your ex-girlfriend flies you over to the other side of the world to attend your ex's sister's wedding, and your ex is with someone else. I felt so bad for him, because that is so awkward to be in. So, let's see, the yacht sequence, they do the Titanic pose, and then I was just predicting they're gonna fall off, they're gonna go overboard, and yep, sure enough, they both. Well, actually, B fell off first, and then Ben jumped in after her. Well, they climb up onto a buoy, and then they bond, they talk, they get rescue helicoptered, and then they bang afterwards. After they smash, this time it's Ben who leaves. So it's like, well, she knows what it's like. She knows how that feels now. Let's see, blah blah blah, the wedding day comes, and not gonna lie, they kind of mess up the wedding, not really, but still. So Ben's ex who was there, she wants to be with him again, and at this point, B's, you know, kind of developed a little bit something for him. Wedding day comes. Well, no, first of all, their bullshit messes up the big wedding cake. Which, if you guys don't know, a wedding cake costs a lot of money. So the wedding cake gets messed up, blah blah blah. The two lovebirds, both of them are like, you know, discussing maybe we shouldn't go through with the wedding. Maybe we shouldn't get married. Blah blah blah. Because those two boneheads, they keep messing everything up. So, you know, that gets them motivated, like, oh no, we messed up, we gotta fix this. Wedding day comes, Ben is dancing with his ex, she kisses him, but then B sees this and gets, you know, hurt. So she leaves the wedding to walk around, clear her head. She gets into this taxi and cries. Now, at this point, my friends and I were laughing. Because we were thinking like, god damn, that must be so awkward for the taxi driver. He sees this beautiful woman in a, you know, formal dress walk into his taxi. I assume it's a guy. Let's assume it's a guy. We don't know the identity of the taxi driver. But like, assume you're a taxi driver, a beautiful woman in a formal dress. That's a lot of Herba Mysticos. A beautiful woman goes into your taxi and starts crying. My friends and I were laughing like, so where can I drop you off, miss? Like, where can I drop you off? Okay. And then you just hear her constantly crying in the back. Like, okay, just gonna drive you to where you need to go, miss. No problem. And then we were also joking like, miss, whatever's got you down, I can help you. I can cheer you up. Whatever has your feelings hurt, I can fix you. You know, jokes like that. Anyway, so Ben realizes that B saw and she was hurt and she left. And then he somehow figures out where she went. Now, maybe I missed something. I don't know how he figured out she went there, of all places. So what does he do? He jumps off a cliff. He literally jumps off a cliff. Because it was much faster to do that and get rescued by the rescue helicopter and have them drop him off there where she was. Instead of, you know, being a normal person and calling a taxi. So he literally jumps off a cliff into the water just to be rescued by a helicopter. Just to ask them a favor, like, can you drop me off there where she is? In typical movie sense, they actually do him the favor. Even though I'm pretty sure in real life that won't happen. It's like, hey, I just jumped off a cliff into the water, into the ocean. Can you do me a favor and drop me off here? I have to, you know, there's the girl I love is there, and I kind of messed up with her, and I need to apologize, tell her how I feel. I feel like in real life, the rescue workers will be like, that's great to hear, bro, but we have a protocol to follow. We gotta bring you to the hospital, get you checked out. A lot of filing and paperwork to do. It's like, sorry, bro, we can't just bring you there. You jumped off a cliff. We have to follow protocols and make sure you're good. I feel like that's what would happen. But, you know, it's a movie. Well, they make up. They make out. They hook up. They're back at the wedding. And the two brides are like, oh yeah, that thing we said, we only said that to motivate you two. We weren't actually going to call off the wedding. And then the end of the movie really has me confused. I don't understand how the sequence even fits into the film. Because they all start singing a song, and then everyone throughout the film sings the song. Like the extras on the plane ride, the extras in the background, they all start singing the song throughout various moments of the film. So I'm just like, how is this even canon to its own movie? There's no way that you're telling me, for example, in the plane ride, everyone just randomly started singing the song. Like, it's just something fun for the viewer to see at the end of the film, but like, story-wise, continuity-wise, it doesn't work. It doesn't make sense. Oh, you know what I forgot to mention? There was this, like, very explicit sex scene between the two. We did not get to see, you know, we did not flat out get to see everything, Sydney Sweeney. We saw a lot of side boob. And let me tell you, goddamn, Glenn Powell is lucky. I'm sure they didn't actually do it on set, but it came pretty close to looking like they did. Like, Glenn Powell got to feel her ass, make out with her half naked. You know, I'm sure a lot of guys out there, me included, are thinking like that Yu-Gi-Oh moment, it should have been me! It should have been me! Let me tell you, if I was an actor and there's a scene like that of me with someone like Sydney Sweeney, yo, that's a brag right there. That's a flex. That is an enormous flex. Even if it wasn't real, there's still. I would brag to my friends like, yo, man, this movie I was in, you saw what I was able to, you know, do with her, even if it was just acting, even if we didn't do everything. You know what I mean? It's like, on screen? So yeah, the film was not bad. It was pretty good. It was, you know. Now, because my friends were with me while I was watching this, we did, like, talk and laugh a lot during the film. So there's a lot of dialogue I missed. Maybe one day I'll rewatch it just to really pick up the dialogue I missed. So, did you guys watch Anyone But You? Let me know what you guys thought of the film. Today, I got a shiny Plusle in Pokemon Go. It's been so long since I last did anything here. There's been too many shinies that I caught in Pokemon Go to tell you guys. Let me just open up my app real quick. Let me see how many there was. Let's see. In terms of shinies, I'm going to be saying this backwards in terms of the order I got them. So today I got a shiny Plusle. Previously I got a shiny Wingull, Munna. There was the Goomy Community Day. I got, let me see. I got 17 shiny Goomies. Evolved one into a shiny Sliggoo and another into a shiny Goodra. I got a shiny Mareep, shiny Zapdos, Cutiefly, Machop. And I think the last shiny I updated at all was Audino. In terms of Hundos, I got a Hundo Emolga from Field Research. And then, out of nowhere, just randomly, I got a shiny, not shiny, I got a Hundo Pidgey. Let's see, in terms of 0 stars, like 0 IVs. Hold on, I gotta look this up. In terms of 0 IVs, I actually got 2 in one day. 0 IV Pokemon in Pokemon Go are statistically even more rare than a 100 IV. So to get 2 in one day is extremely rare. On the same day, I got a 0 IV Panpour and also a 0 IV Lillipup. I got both of those on the same day. Then a couple days ago, well, actually at this point it was last week. I say a couple days ago. Last week I got a 0 IV Eevee. So there's like the most notable stuff that I got recently in my Pokemon Go. If anyone's curious about my shiny Goodra I now have in Pokemon Go, the IVs are 14, 15, 12. That was the best shiny Goomy I caught that day. I may just do this last one, and, you know, regardless of if I win or not, might be the last one. I mean, we already won twice. I don't need to stretch this out any longer than it needs to be. Besides, I still got shiny Regidrago to get back to. Okay, we got rid of this thing's hidden ability. It is hidden ability, right? I'm gonna try to do a heal up cheer to get rid of that burn. Or not. Or not, they already did it for me. Sweet. Even better. You know, I was actually considering, like... So, you guys know, I'm still currently shiny hunting Regidrago again. I could show myself hunting it, but I already did that on the channel, so I don't want to do that again. I thought about hunting other stuff. Like, I have something planned to hunt after I get Regidrago, whatever the hell that is. And I was kind of considering, like, god damn it, this thing is taking so long. I was considering trying it, but then it's like, no. No, the whole plan was to get those after Regidrago, so no. You will not do that before you get the goddamn shiny. You will do it after. So, after I get shiny Regidrago, whenever that happens, I have a couple of shiny hunts in mind I want to do here. But we'll have to see. Whenever Regidrago decides to hunt, decides to shine during this hunt. Man, this is day 17 of hunting for Regidrago. I've had 8192 hunts take less time than that. My second shiny Poipole I hunted throughout this duration took 17 days, and that was a 4096 hunt. Oof. Well, we lost this one, but it's okay. We already won twice, and that's what's important. And the most crucial thing is, I saved after we already won. So lesson learned from previously. Well, that'll be the last one we do. You know, there were several options for builds you could use against this. There was a build for Garchomp, for Armor Rouge, for Annihilate. And then I saw Blaine's Blaine's build for Great Tusk. At first I was going to go with the Garchomp build, but then he said that he had a giveaway for a Great Tusk with like 6 IVs or whatever. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just do that because I'm lazy. There you go. Level 100 Emboar with the Electric Tera for some reason. You know, I got curious recently, and I was also looking around, like, what other 7-star Teras do we still have? Like, what are we missing? We have Samurott, both of them, and we have Emboar. We're still missing Superior. Let's see. Hoenn starters, we're missing Sceptile. Kanto starters are all done. Johto, yeah, Johto's all done. Right? We did for Alligator, right? Where's for Alligator? Did we do for Alligator? I'm not seeing for Alligator. Did we not do for Alligator yet? There's been a lot of these, okay? It's hard to keep track. And the weird-ass order that they're doing, it's extremely hard to keep track. I don't see for Alligator. I don't think we did for Alligator yet. So we're missing for Alligator, Sceptile, let's see, Gen 4. We only have Empoleon, so we're still missing Torterra and Infernape. Gen 5, we're missing Superior. Gen 6, we have Greninja. Gen 6 is done. Gen 7, we have, no, we're only missing one Gen 7, and it's you-know-who. Gen 8. Gen 8 is done. So how many is that we're missing? I wasn't counting. Well, that's like, what, 5, 6 more? In due time, we will get them all done. Well, that's going to be it for today. So, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.